So I was excited to do this journey in the bus, the first one, except I have very crude surroundings. It's not luxurious. And there's the air conditioning, see that? A window. But luckily it's not too hot today, so should be alright. Maiden voyage in the bus. It's not going to be like the van. There's very empty. I don't think you can see the toilet up the back. We've got toilet. Got our masks, and we're ready to go. So this is the first trip with the bus coming in, and as you can see it's been raining, so it's a bit muddy. Hopefully, I'm worried a little bit about those water tanks.
Sorry about the sound quality, guys. We were only on the GoPro, so it's not great. And when Carolyn was talking, she was being blasted by the brush cutter. Anyway, I'll do a voiceover for it. As you can see, there was lots of water when we drove up, so we couldn't get past with the bus there. So we've had to open up a spot where we can drive. So I'm cleaning up that spot now. I'm going to have to cut some of those trees that are in the way out, so allowing us to drive through there. There was a fair bit of work here to get it right. We spent about 4 hours, well, probably 3 hours getting it all ready, and then we got bogged, so that spent an extra time.
So now he's going at the big tree. Well, it's big for us anyway. And it's not quite moving. And I better move back because it might get me. Timber! Now I've got to drag that across the side, do I?
Well, today's been an adventure for sure. We got bogged coming into the driveway. We spent 4 hours trying to get out of it. Luckily the neighbours came across and were able to tow us out. Rescued us. Then we were able to drive quickly through where we got bogged and got through, but didn't leave us much time for setup. And as such, we've only had time to set the bed up, which is set up now, and we're going to bed. It's about 8:30 at night.
It might be later. I don't know,
but we're stuffed and we want to go to bed and have a sleep. We haven't been able to get up anything on the windows.
So we're going to wake up with the...
We're going to wake up at the crack of dawn, so it's going to be interesting. But anyway, guys, that's what we're at on the first night spending at our property. Good morning all. Well, we survived our first night in the bus. It was an interesting night. The air mattresses weren't great, so I'm looking forward to building the beds and getting them in, but for the time being they'll have to suffice. It was good having the toilet. We could get up and go to the toilet. Being old people, we go a lot, so that was good. But this morning what we're going to do is, this is where the fire pit is from the previous owner. I've got to clean up around it, make sure it's all nice and clean of stuff, and then we can start our fire. So I'm going to hit it with the brush cutter and then start to form some barriers so keep it nice and safe. Alright guys, so that's what I'm doing. It's a beautiful day here. It did storm last night, there was some rain and lots of lightning, but today it's clear, and hopefully it'll stay that way because my mum and dad are coming up and we don't need any more rain, because it'll make problems for them getting in after we had the problem yesterday of getting bogged. This is our driveway just near the container. It's not too bad, it's pretty dry, the ground, even with the wet that we had. It didn't sink down. You can see the marks of the bus. Yesterday when we came in, we arrived at 1 o'clock and we got up to the point where the road turns to the right to come in, and there was a lot of water. As you can see, as we get closer, it's still there. It's not as bad, it's dried up a bit here because it was all soggy here. That's dried up, there's still water here. Anyway, we cut down all the trees that were around here so we could use this part of the block to get in. And as we did our first run through, you can see I got stuck here and I was able to get out, not a problem. Anyway, we'll reverse back, and I was going to come through this way here, reverse back and then come through on an angle so to miss that spot there, and that was pretty hard, that sort of stuff. Anyway, coming back and I got bogged here and couldn't get out of this one. So lucky enough, we'd met the neighbours that we hadn't met before, and they came across, and one of them had a four-wheel drive and hooked us up, and we were able to get out. And we made a bit more of a cut along here, and with the bus I came out along here wide as quick as I could and came straight up there in second gear, and I was able to get through. So that was good. Mum and Dad are coming today in their car. I don't think they're going to have trouble because they're in a lighter car than what we were in the bus, so, and it had water in it, so it was pretty heavy, and that's why I think we got bogged. But I think Mum and Dad will come if they get here early enough before it starts to rain again. They shouldn't have too much trouble getting through here. So that's the exciting bit of news we had from our first day on our property. As I said, we started at 1 o'clock. By the time we got the people next door to come over and help, it was 5 o'clock. So we'd spent 4 hours cutting the trees down and clearing it all up and then getting bogged and trying to get out. So it was a bit of a nightmare, but we got through it, and it's all good. And the guy next door came over with his mower today and he's mowed down some of the stuff, so that was really nice of him. So we'll have to go across and thank him when we get a chance. Alright, so I'm just going to knock a few of these trees down just to make it easier if we have to come around again on a wide angle. Well, the adventure just keeps happening. We've got out of our property without getting bogged, so that was good. We closed up the gate and went to go, and the bus now just idles. It won't give us any power to drive it, so we're stuck at the moment just outside our property. As you can hear, the bus is going, but it's not doing anything else. We've got the phones charging. We're waiting on RACQ to come out, so all a little bit of fun. Carolyn's here, look at her, she's happy. Hot. It's a bit warm, so anyway, so our weekend away has certainly been an adventure.
Hello everyone, it is Monday night. We should be at home by now having dinner and getting ready to go to bed to go to work tomorrow. However, we are still out in the bush. Love the bush, it's peaceful and it's quiet. However, our bus is still not working and we can't get a tow because it's a public holiday. But Andrew's brother Matthew has come up with a plan that we hope is going to work. So we're going to record it, success or fail. And we really hope it's a success. We'll keep you updated. You can come along for the ride and see how good it is or not.
What looks like might have happened, and silly me didn't think of this, when I've disconnected the back doors and the side doors, I think it might have been that's causing the issue. Anyway, my brother's told me to disconnect the battery, which I've done. I'll leave it off for a little bit. But I remember once when I first started, I left the back door open, the alarm went off, and the idle, when you go to press the accelerator down, it'd just idle. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that's all it is. I've opened and closed the back door. I've taken the battery negative off to let it just sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to plug it back in, and fingers crossed we'll turn it on, it'll work. But anyway, you'll see.
Okay, so we're reconnecting the battery, I believe. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
I'm not, I'm just videoing.
Alright guys, here we go, fingers crossed.
Nothing. Sounds exactly the same. So
just open it and then slam it hard.
Alright, gonna open it. Ooh, slam it hard. Slammed it hard. The vehicle doesn't sound any different.
No, didn't work.
So, no other ideas?
No. I'm about as useful as tits on the bull when it comes to mechanical.
So we'll have to hope to get a tow tomorrow. Test run.
This is our test run setup. Just got a blow-up mattress, and you can see the toilet down the back there that's set up, and it's working fine. It went really well this weekend. It's been cold because there's no insulation in the ceiling or walls, so it's been freezing cold in here at night, and hopefully tonight will be a bit warmer because we've added stuff to the blow-up mattress. However, we'll see. It's getting dark now, so we'll probably come inside because the mozzies will get bad, and we'll go from there. Up this morning, and I thought I'd give it one last chance to see if it worked, and I slowly pumped the accelerator, and slowly the revs came up, and they kept coming up and up, and it gets to about 2,500 revs now, so we can drive it. So we're going to see if we can get into the local town and hopefully get it fixed so we don't have to wait for it home. So all good.
Okay. Here we go, first time testing the dumper. Ooh, there you can see it. Ew. It's working. Not only can you see it, you can hear it. It looks like it's getting to the end of that flush. And we're going to switch over to some clear water.
We got the whole way home without any issues with the revving, so I'll have to have a look at that and see if I can find out what is the main issue. It looks like it is the throttle positioning sensor that might be the issue, but at the moment it's working okay. So we will get a service done on it, and I will look at how much it is to get a new throttle sensor. I might just hunt around the wreckers and see if I can get a second-hand one and keep it just in case I need to replace the one that's on the bus if it does it again. All in all, with our bus being bogged and breaking down, it was still a pretty good weekend. Also guys, sorry about the audio. We were using our GoPro and I didn't have my mics with me to make it a bit clearer, so please forgive us for that. We'll fix that up in the next video. We'll go back to the camera to use that, which should fix all those issues. Once again guys, thanks for watching our videos. We're hoping that you're enjoying them and getting a lot of information out of them. We'll be back to the build this week. I've just received the shipment of sound deadening, so I'm also hoping that my insulation will arrive this week as well. So I'll start the sound deadening tomorrow, and that hopefully will be the next video coming up. But anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe and like, and we'll catch you in the next video.